Hello and welcome back. This is our Gaming Stadium Guilty Gear Strive Weekly. If you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. If you've been here all the while, thank you very much. We are going to be continuing on with our Guilty Gear action. My name is Coins and I am joined by...
Gamble. Hey.
So we'll have the next match up shortly. We were talking a little bit before about some of the notable players we have in bracket. Perhaps we will have one of them up next, but if not, there's a lot of strong players in the region. We are happy to see any Guilty Gear action. I love this game personally. I've been playing a ton of it since it dropped. I've been playing Guilty Gear since the XX series, but, you know, sort of off and on. But this game, it's got me hooked.
Oh, it's just so clean the entire way through. I mean, yeah, sure, there's characters that are near the bottom of the barrel, and you can tell that they're a bit weaker. But for the most part, the entire cast feels like they've got their own strengths and weaknesses that they can really play around. And then there's Soul, who just has strengths. But otherwise, I mean, it's a fun time. It's a really well-designed game that gives everyone their own flavor. It's not a very bloated cast, but it's a big enough cast that you feel like there's someone for you. I mean, it's been great. Honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for expression. The characters are fantastic. I was looking up Soul on the Dust Loop wiki the other day just to get some info on him, and he's described as a balanced type, but if you go to his pros and cons list, his pros list is about this long, and his cons list has nothing in it, literally.
Yeah, no, it says cons, not applicable. Currently, Soul is not known to have any major shortcomings that are unique to him.
Which is wild. But I mean, even that said, with a character that dominant, this game is still amazing, because so many other characters have such zany options, and it's just a fun time.
I guess, like, the worst thing you could say about Soul is that his long-range pokes are relatively moderately bad in a certain way.
I don't know about that.
Like 6S is 15 frames, oh no. I don't know, 6H has minus 22 frames on block. But if I counter hit you, goodbye life bar. Like, they have their own built-in weakness, but it's like, it just won't happen. Like, the Soul player is just not going to use it in that instance. It's just a non-factor.
All right, so getting into our next match here, we've got chat favorite DRBADFISH.
Yeah.
If you were watching last week, you know. You already know what to do in chat. Go hard. But we're going to have him up against WONGTIME, another sort of mainstay of the Vancouver anime fighting game scene, playing Milia.
This is interesting that we're seeing Milia out of WONGTIME. I feel like this character suits them quite nicely. You know, they've shown some great skill on trap-esque characters in the past, and I feel like someone with high mobility is also very, very useful for them, as they've shown great skill in maneuvering that. But right now, DRBADFISH is just maneuvering a beautiful offense as they've torn Wong. Oh no! They've torn that life bar asunder.
And here comes the corner pressure. Gets got by the command grab, and that's going to do it. I was just going to say, it's interesting seeing this matchup between the two lowest health characters, because everything looks like reasonable damage here by Guilty Gear standards.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're not known for doing big damage, but yeah, nope, low health or low defense characters on both sides. It's going to allow people to just explode, and here we go, WONGTIME, big cross here. Gets a huge hit, he's going to go off for this one. Just, you know, half the life bar. Why not? Really a damage against Chip. It's nice to see. There is that burst. Try to bait it. A little bit of a shimmy there. Wong puts him back in the corner. Needs one good touch, but it's going to be the DP out from DRBADFISH. The burst going to be used in return. WONGTIME keeping themselves alive for now.
Alright, so relatively even here, but of course DRBADFISH has his burst on lock if he gets hit, unless WONGTIME can find some sort of burst safe conversion. Just errant hits in neutral here, the pressure, and just got caught trying to jump out, something of the sort. And DRBADFISH is going to take that first game.
It was a strong showing from both players, both rounds, going down to the wire. But BADFISH pulls it through, able to have just that little scrap of health left. Here we go, WONGTIME eats that cross up nicely. Good block. Not able to challenge him there, just chicken blocks that one, making sure to keep themselves in as good of a position as they can, but that counter hit.
And an immediate burst from DRBADFISH. You can see WONGTIME has to play this match a little bit slowly, looking for those hits in neutral, but gets a good conversion here. Oh, no setup there. Looks like the combo dropped.
Certainly did look that way. Still, Dr. Badfish, very low health. Wong just needs one good clip here. Is able to PRC their way out. Counter hit. They can't reach on that one. The next touch, no, not going to be enough. And now Badfish is going to get to run some offense.
That's going to be a punish on the combo ender there. Going for corner pressure. This is exactly what you do not want.
Oh,
it
big
baits the burst, and that's going to be that. That round was looking so good for WONGTIME and just slipped away.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what it's coming down to. Dr. Badfish is making some good defensive reads, whether they be actual defense or just knowing when to hold pressure on the offensive side of things. I mean, it's just been a good look the whole way around, and that's what you expect from a player that was able to work their way into winner's side grand finals, and now you're just getting to see the relentless offense. As Badfish thinks that they found something, they certainly have. One more touch, there's the perfect. Just completely clobbers him on that round. Not a good indication of how this entire set has gone. Wong's definitely been a lot tighter than that, but hey, you know what? Every once in a while, Chip just kind of moseyed out.
Yeah, this game has sort of just been like the perfect poster example of like what Chip wants to do. His movement options are just so crazy that anytime he can force a sort of scramble in the neutral, it's going to come out in his favor. Millia, of course, no slouch in the neutral either. Has got fantastic movement options, but even that said, it's hard to keep a handle on Chip.
Absolutely.
Right.
That third jump just allows you to hover in spots that characters don't really have buttons for if they try and meet you air to air. And Millia's going to be in the air a lot because that's where her mobility is, but here we go. That corner break can happen.
Again, Dr. Badfish is just inside WONGTIME's head on this in terms of when he wants the bait burst, when he wants to panic and scramble. Doesn't block the overhead there, and he's going to put himself on match point. I feel like this match has been going on for 1 minute.
I mean, it's the case when you're going to have these low health characters. They're going to hit each other pretty heavily each and every time, and they're just moving the entire time. Even if nothing is actually happening, there's something visually happening on screen. It's just so beautiful to watch. It's so much fun to be a part of, but it really isn't the same if you're WONGTIME right now. He's just kind of getting run on by Badfish, and that should seal. Oh, the first game was just so much better, but you can't blame him. Dr. Badfish, an absolutely stunning competitor, and WONGTIME did their best to keep up with that just terrifying offense.
Yeah, Dr. Badfish, of course, placed very highly last week, and you can see why there. It just has the setups on point, the neutral is great, forcing the scrambles and capitalizing is what he does best, and he came out on top, so that'll put him ahead in the bracket.